This is the East Ward Update. I'm Councilmember Derwin Montgomery. Remember to leave your comments and questions below, and we'll respond to them. Damon Dequenne joined Utilities Department 7 years ago, but started a new career recently as one of our newest Assistant City Managers. Damon joins us to talk about his responsibilities. Damon, thank you for joining us. You have been a part of our city government for some time, but now you joined a new team in the city manager's office, and we want to talk just a little bit about the work that you're going to be doing, the work that you have done, and the experience you bring to this role, and how people in city government, as well as this community, can look forward to engaging with you. So again, welcome and thank you.
Thank you, Council Member, for the opportunity. I'm honored to be here. Well, 7 years ago, I started in utilities, and with most organizations, I've started at the bottom and sort of worked my way up, which is advantageous in many ways. So I get to interact with all levels of the employees, all of the services that we provide, and coming from a city-county agency and providing water and sewer service, we interact with everyone who's connected to our system. So it gave me a nice broad perspective of all of the needs in the city. So when you're out investigating water and sewer issues, you can pick up on the transportation problems that people are having, and you can see opportunities for planning and development and all those bigger picture things. So my new responsibilities include the City-County Utilities Department, City-County Planning, City-County Emergency Management, as well as the City Fire, DOT, and Engineering departments. So all sort of that have a focus on public safety, whether it's water and sewer service provision being compliant or responding to or preparing for emergencies.
All right, so that sounds like a huge amount of responsibility within city government. When we think about how city government is broken down into different areas outside of personnel, when we begin to look at our public works department, that is a large chunk of responsibility. It's the areas where when people turn on their water, they expect water to come out. If they paid their bill, they expect water to come out of the faucet. And it's those simple things. When they flush the toilet, they expect the toilet to flush properly. And oftentimes give no thought to what it takes to provide that service. But every day we have individuals who are working diligently to ensure that those services work. And part of your responsibility is overseeing those departments in those areas. And so it is a big task, but you're more than capable to be able to carry that out for the citizens of Winston-Salem. Some of the things that I know constituents often talk about that falls under your purview are issues that come up that are probably not as deep of issues that you may face when there's an issue at one of the water treatment facilities, but it's important to our citizens, and that is oftentimes you're riding down the street and you hit a pothole in the road, and you're trying to figure out, well, why do we have potholes in our streets? But we have our streets department and others that fall under your jurisdiction as assistant city manager. Just talk a little bit about when you begin to think about citizens' engagement with these kind of issues, how do you expect to continue to engage with citizens when they bring up these type of challenges?
Yes, sir. So you make an excellent point. The services that Public Works provides impact people every moment of every day, whether it's the road you're driving to and from the store to work or to school, or the simple fact of brushing your teeth or flushing your toilet. So there are many unsung heroes that work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So we can't be successful unless we get good feedback from the citizens. And so if you've been driving over a pothole for 6 months and you've been banging your car, please give us a call. We collaborate well. The Water and Sewer Department talks to the Streets Department. If water and sewer crews see those type of things, they're going to let Streets know. And likewise, if Streets is at work and they see water running down the sidewalk, they're going to call us so we can keep those essential services, transportation, water, sewer, health and safety, going at 100% of the time.
Yeah, it's one of the areas we contract out our public transportation system out to another company, but we still have oversight of that, and we have individuals on staff that work with that, and that is WISTA. And so we have individuals on staff that work directly with them. We've just had a major undertaking of rerouting buses here over the last year or so, and that is another area when we think about public transportation and the importance of public transportation in every community, but particularly when we think about engaging with employment and commerce, that public transportation has a big role in that. And so how do you see us continuing to engage when we think about our public transportation system into the future?
Well, there's another big shift coming as far as personnel go. Art Barnes, who currently manages Winston-Salem Transit Authority, is looking to retire at the end of the year.
Right.
And we also have a major project, the Business 40 improvements, which is going to cause some transportation headaches starting about November. So we have to keep those conversations open with the council members, with your constituents, on where the opportunities are, how can we leverage our current capabilities to enhance the transportation needs and services to our citizens.
Right.
Because it's no good if there's a job across town that you're perfect fit for, that's no benefit to you if you can't get there.
Right.
So we are working diligently, to make sure that Mr. Barnes is replaced with another outstanding professional such as himself, and two, that we can work through this midterm, short-term 2-year hiccup with Business 40, and then focus on the long term. Yes, sir.
And that's, you said it exactly right. It's the communication, and I think that works in every area of city government. That it requires the community and those individuals who are working within city government to be in conversation, because that's the only way that we can work together to resolve issues and challenges that come up. And that gets to one of the last points I wanted to pull up, and that is Winston-Salem is a very, very great community, great city, and the people that live in our community. They like to touch their leadership. They like to be able to pick up the phone and talk to individuals, whether it's the city manager or whether it's their council person or others within city government. That's also, and they like to see them come out and see the things that they're talking about. And so one of the challenges often is how we balance all of the work that we have to do within city government, but also ensuring that we remain clear on who is the customer within city government, and that's the citizens of the city of Winston-Salem. So how do you view that partnership, that ongoing partnership between citizens, staff, and yourself?
Yes, sir. Excellent question. So one of the benefits of being in public works my whole career is it has allowed me to get out in the community and see the things that they're seeing and to experience the things that they're experiencing. So when this opportunity came up, I was very pleased to see that it was a public works role, because like I said, there's lots of unsung heroes out there, and I like to be out not just to meet the citizens, and the most important people are the citizens. They pay their taxes, they pay our salaries, they pay for all these services, and they should have a high service expectation from that. But also to get out and talk to our employees, many of whom are residents of Winston-Salem, and to find out what their needs are. So something as simple as a pothole can lead to a much deeper discussion on community needs than just the pothole itself.
Right.
And that's why it's important. So what the citizens can expect from me is, if you see me out, please stop me and talk to me. I want to know. I want to know what your needs are and what we can do to address them.
All right. Before we leave, give us two things. One of the challenges that you think we face from your perspective, overseeing public works areas of the city government and other areas, and two, one of the hopes you have for our community.
Well, one of the challenges, more of a personal challenge, is filling the giant shoes of Greg Turner, my predecessor. He was a tremendous professional, tremendous individual, and so for me just to try and maintain that level of leadership and service delivery is a challenge for that. What I'm hopeful of is Winston-Salem is a growing community. We are on the verge of great things. Wake Forest Innovation Corridor, Union Station in the East Ward. There are many great things that are now stepping stones for continued development and success of this community, and I'm thrilled to be a part of that.
Well, Damon, we thank you so much. We're excited for you in a new role that you're in, and know that you have support of the community as we move forward in partnership to continue to serve the citizens of Winston-Salem.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. That's the East Ward Update. I'm Councilmember Derwin L. Montgomery. Thanks for watching.